Hey guys, welcome back to day 3 of 10.2. Today we're going to talk about a third type of graph or chart, and that is the pie chart. So we're just going to answer questions based off pie charts today. Hopefully this isn't a new skill. I assume we're all familiar with pie charts. But pie charts is a graph in which a circle is divided into sectors or sections that represent a portion of the whole. So just like before, we have our different categories in our graphs, favorite color, favorite fruit, yada yada. And then the bigger percentage of people that like the fruit, the bigger piece of the pie it is. So for instance, right here, 10% of people preferred peaches. So that's not a whole lot, so they get 10% of the circle. Well, bananas, 30% like bananas or prefer bananas, and so 30% of the pie belongs to this banana sector. Okay, and so 3 times more people like bananas over peaches, and so the bigger the amount, the bigger piece of the pie that section gets, basically. So let's go into some examples. Hopefully this is self-explanatory, so this will be a quick video. Which type of meat is the most preferred? So the most preferred, which one is liked the most? So you look either at the numbers and the percentages and see which one's the biggest, or you can look at the biggest piece of the pie, which hopefully it's obvious. It's bacon. So bacon is the most preferred meat based off this chart. If 100 people took this survey, how many said they preferred ribs? Okay, so there's going to be, I think, 2 of these on your homework. And basically, if you recall from the beginning of the year, we need to convert percentages to decimal. So percent to decimal. So if you can imagine 42, the decimal point would be right there, right? 42.0 is same as 42. To convert a percent to a decimal, you move the decimal point twice to the left. Okay, so we're moving it here and then here. So 42% as a decimal is 0.42. The other way you can think of it is just divide by 100. 42 divided by 100, type it into your calculator, you get 0.42. Okay, so 42% as a decimal is 0.42, and what we're gonna do, similar to like the prediction section of probability, we're gonna do 0.42, that decimal, times the number of people that they're giving us. So 100 people. So 0.42 times 100 equals 42 people. Now it worked out that way because there's 100 people, so it's a nice number. In fact, it's so nice it's the same as the percentage. It's not always going to be like that. I'm not sure if your homework is exactly like that. Just know you can convert the percent to decimal and multiply it by that people. Okay, so based on this survey, if 100 people took it, 42 people would have answered bacon. What percentage of people said they preferred something other than bacon? So people that aren't picking bacon. So there's a couple things you could do. First, you could just add together all of the other meats. So ribs is 14% other than bacon. Well, there's ham, which is 12%. Thought that'd be 0, not a ham guy. And then other, I don't know, hot dogs, I don't know what that means. Eyeballs, plus 32%. And you can add that all together. So 14 plus 12 is 26. Plus 32 is 58%. So 58% of people prefer something other than bacon. Or, if you want to think of it, there's 100% total, right? And you could just subtract the bacon percent, which is 42%. And that would also get you everything that all the other meats, all the other categories that weren't bacon. And 100 minus 42 is also 58%. So either way you want to think of it, you get to that answer. Alright, different study. Here we asked 70 students how many hours of sleep they got. So if you got 3 or 4 on average, you're this orangish color, dark orange, maybe red. 5 or 6 hours, you're the lighter orange right here. If you answered 6 or 7 hours each night, you're right here. 7 and 8 right here, and 8 and 9 right here. So what category of sleep numbers was reported the least? Sorry, that was a typo. Was reported the least. Okay, so which category was picked the least? Well, it's pretty easy. You either look at the percents or you look at the smallest section of pie, the smallest piece, the piece that you don't want to pick up on a birthday party, right? There's always that one piece that's really tiny. Well, that would be this guy right here, right? So the least category would be 8 to 9 hours of sleep, which is too bad because people your age need 8 to 9 hours of sleep. If 70 students answered the survey, about how many answered that they slept 7 or 8 hours of sleep? So again, we look, 7 or 8 hours would be this, I don't know what color that is, burgundy almost. So 19% slept 7 or 8 hours a day. I guess that's not bad. So 19%, just like last time, let's convert it to decimal. So we move that decimal point to the right twice, or divide by 100 is 0.19. And we're going to multiply that by 70. Well, I'm going to need a calculator for this one. And that's about 13 students. You get 13.3, but you can't really have a third of a student, so I'm just going to say about 13. If you said 13.3, that'd be fine. But that's about how many students would have said that they slept 7 to 8 hours on average each night. So with that, hopefully that's an easier lesson. I'm hoping that all these kind of charts we're talking about you've been familiar with, because you see them in almost everything, you know. Imagine health, history, anything really. So with that, hopefully you guys are doing good, not staying inside all day. Let's make sure we're going out at least once a day. That's what I'm going for, even though there's not a lot to do. Nice walk. But take care, guys.